Marketing or promoting a play, or a musical for that matter, can be almost as important as the structure and the form of the play itself. For a producer of a theater piece must decide who he's trying to reach, who is the base, and also to draw on those people who maybe have never been to the theater.
Often people forget that the theater needs a business side to help keep the creative side alive. Hello, I'm Samantha LaLiberte, and I am a business major with a marketing focus and a theater minor here at New England College. During the winter break from 2018 to 2019, I entered at the Peterborough Players in the administrative offices. This 250-seated theater was actually an old barn that started performing shows in 1933. After adding more seating and more theater, the original owner sold it off to those she knew would continue the entertainment. It now runs about 7 shows per summer season and recently started winter seasons 2 years ago. And I got to jump right into the middle of the winter season. Now, of course, the winter season information, research, programs were already created by the time I got to jump in. This didn't mean that I didn't get to do any form of research and experience any of it, though. Thanks to the house manager, I experienced the skills I learned from personal selling and client relations, as well as from entrepreneurship and innovation. For a house manager, you must find a good balance between being firm in order to make sure that the volunteer ushers actually do what they need to do, as well as friendly, to ensure that the volunteer ushers will continue to come back. Being able to understand the difference between management styles can help adjust to the best results. You also make sure that the patrons are all set and happy, and that they're all seated in the locations best possible, especially for those who are walk-ins. During the class Personal Selling, you learn exactly what you need to know in order to create a better relationship with your patrons. You learn and adjust what you say to help encourage the patrons to continue coming back to see more shows. Once everyone is settled and comfortable, you make sure that the report is completed and fully filled out. This has important information such as how many people are in the house, when the show started, stopped, how many walk-ins there were, and how much money was collected for each raffle. This is then sent out to everyone to make sure that everyone is on the same page with the same information. After learning from the house manager, they sent me over to the marketing director. Most of the 90 hours spent during this internship was working with him. While doing so, I utilized the skills I learned from principles of marketing, digital marketing, and strategic marketing. I researched intensely about things such as the correct demographics for the shows and locations. How effective is putting ads in the Hippo versus online and through emails? Is there more marketing done online? How would we be able to pinpoint the target market? The target market, of course, being elders about 55 plus in age in Peterborough and the surrounding towns. Thankfully, they had data from years past about who were buying their tickets and where they were from. Using the skills learned from both statistics with Professor Baker and quantitative methods with Tom McGreevy, I was able to decipher percentages of how many people from what towns were coming to the shows, and how much of this changed over the years. Using skills from economics with Professor Jalili, we were able to find out the income per capita of each of the major towns that would go through the theater. With this knowledge and the knowledge of the demographics of each town, we were able to figure out where would be the best place to do more marketing towards. For example, Hancock has a very large population of 55 plus at 45.87% of the town's population, with a relatively high income per capita of $45,886. Thanks to this knowledge, it can be assumed that the potential customers have more disposable income that can be used for quality entertainment provided by the players. With it being within the top 5 towns that attend the theater, it shows that the marketing in this area is already pretty good. This doesn't mean that it can't be any better, however, making it one of the top 3 towns of the patrons. Going into some skills learned from leadership across borders and cultures, as well as interactions with McGreevy and Dr. Carrie Colbert, I had the skill set to comfortably get the assistant stage manager coming from Texas from the airport and help them get settled in. Though it may not seem that big of a deal, it is very important to have the first impression of the company be good. If there are any questions, needs, concerns, they are attended to right away. This helps the employee feel that they comfortably can provide their best work for the company and may want to encourage others to go to the theater as well, working for them or becoming a patron. When the Peterborough players had their local auditions, I used my knowledge of client relations to help ensure that those auditioning felt comfortable. I was the receptionist during the auditions, checking people in and introducing them to the director. While they waited for their auditions, I was able to channel the relaxing charm of Dr. C to help them feel more comfortable. When they are comfortable, the director is given the best work possible for the auditions to make sure that he is able to make the proper decision. As the house manager reminded me, theater is a passion, it's a love. People want to be a part of it. She's correct. Even if that part is in the offices. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day.